What up? What up? What up, dearest friends? Let's see if we could do this today without anything going wonky or wacky or any of that sort. Happy Thursday to you all. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Let's see. Make sure we are even live. I think we are live. But want to just say what's up? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So shout out to my homie Angels who's in the house. That FL vlogs. I'll be listening. A little busy at work today, but it's all good, brother. Grind away, grind away, grind away. Again, what's up, Doom? Doom is in the house. What is up, brother? And Louise checking in from the UK. Hi, everyone. How are you all? I hope you guys are all doing very well. Thank you so very much for checking in. Happy Throwback Thursday. I see my homegirl Red is in the house. What is up? Park and Sip, aka Bacon. What is up, Red, aka Rainbow Disney? Hope all is well with you. And my brother from another mother, Regari's in the house. What is up, Hangry? Hope all is well with you, man. Ange is in the house. What is up, Ange? What is up, Chilo? I hope you guys are doing well, man. It is Thursday, guys. Can y'all smell it? Can y'all smell it? Can y'all smell it? We are almost to the end of the week. Happy first of yeah, man. First of the month here, man. We are rocking and rolling, man. It seems like every single day that's coming by, it's just that much closer to Squish's graduation. And the more we are trying to just delay time, keep our little girl as little as possible. It just seems like time is flying, time is flying, time is flying. And my brother Corey's in the house. What is up, Corey? Man, I saw you hanging out with Jeff the other day, man. I'm not even gonna lie. Look, bunch of like cool looking fellas all in one photo. So I hope you guys had a good time. I hope he hugged you. I told him my instructions to him. It's like, this is how it started. I'm like, oh my God, is that Corey with you? His response, yes, it is. I said, please give Corey a hug for me. So if he did not hug you, then me and Jeff has got some issues. So, anyways, so everyone's coming on in. Thank you guys. Thank you guys again. So happy, so happy, so happy for all y'all to be hanging out with me on my lunch break. My bad. I'm over here deep cleaning the fridge, dude. I got to do the same thing to my little one over here, too. My brother Jaycation's in the house. Jaycation, I got a text ready to send over to you. So as soon as I'm done here, I just looked at the time. I was like, oh, dang, it is time to go live. So I'll send that over to you in a little bit. And yes, thank you, Doom, so much for sharing this out. So last night, thank you guys to everyone who jumped in. I had just the greatest honor of being on the Pete McDivitt show last night, um, playing Two Truths and a Lie. So it's kind of crazy because I really had to think about this because I was like, man, what's some of the truths that I could throw out there that'll kind of throw some people in? I kind of fool some of my friends too. So it was a very cool show. Got to talk a little bit about the Eaton Fires as well. And you know what? That dude is a really cool dude, and his community is just a super cool community, and it's always good when you get a merging of one community to another community because our community just showed up there and rocked it, man. We showed it in the Park and Sip community is kicking, that we are the, if not the best community that's out there as well too. So again, it's crazy. And despite any popular opinion, he was the one who asked me about if it was okay to talk about the Eaton Fire because we'll call a spade a spade. One of my highest grossing video that I've done here on YouTube is that Eaton Fire, and I think the second one is the follow-up video as well. So despite what everybody says, I'm not milking the situation in any way, shape, or form, but in many ways, I gotta just think about what it is. I may be some people the only person that they know, because you always talk about tragedies that come close to hitting home, and then now when it finally hits really close to home where somebody, people got questions. And I respect the hell out of people that actually waited months to finally just say, hey, can I ask you some stuff about this? And I'm like, yeah, go ahead, dude. I'm an open book. Ask me anything. But whether people feel like I'm milking the situation, it is what it is. And in all honesty, you're not going to know how to react until the situation comes, and then you have to deal with it. And then at that time, it's your time to kind of determine how you're going to deal with the situations as it is. So, he, again, very cool guy, stand up guy, Pete. And he asked me if it was cool to talk about it. I said, absolutely, let's talk about it. So in no way, shape, I hope anybody's thinking I'm just trying to milk it for what it is. I had, whatever. So I'll leave that shit at that and keep it at that. But Chilo's in the house, like I said, what's up? And man, look at this, man. Look at that. Is that a gold piece of bacon? You damn right it is. Gold piece of bacon. J-Cation, my brother, man. Thank you, man. 14 months of riding with the crew, brother. Thank you so much for not just being a member, not just being a mom, but just being family, brother. Thank you so very much, man. I'm a hug. It's hard to beat me and not get a hug. And I'm all about it. We had some dude came into work today, and I was making fun of him. I ain't see him in a hot minute. And it's always good to see when people grow and thrive. Before he was a technician, and now he's in charge of all the technicians in the city of Pasadena. So when I saw his shirt, I was like, man, I look kind of official, bro. He goes, does it? Do you think? I go, hell yeah, I think. You look official as all hell, man. And then he's like, I was like, can I please get a handshake? Would you like a hug? I was like, I would love a hug, man. So it's always cool to see when people grind and then they achieve and then, they get to where they want to go. La, 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 la. Hope your fire. Oh, the fire alarm. All right, friends. So I know it was abrupt. I wanted to do a vertical when I got home that night, but then we ended up going to Squish's kickboxing that night, and then my phone ended up dying. So I had a little bit of juice on it, but if you are iPhone users, sometimes for no reason whatsoever, your iPhone just drains battery for no damn reason. So I had to restart it and it was all good, but I got it back up to 30%. So I was like, I could probably get like a little half-hour vertical on here. But then it went back down to like 10%. I was like, what the hell is this? But anyways, so we're doing construction in our dance studio here at work. We stripped the floor in its entirety and put brand new flooring, brand new it's like a foam thing on the bottom so it absorbs, because they do a lot of tap dancing in there as well. And then even ballroom dancing so that it's easier on the knees while we're doing it. So they weren't supposed to be doing anything that was crazy dusty. Well, they hit a patch where it was a little amount of cement. So they took a grinder and they started grinding on the cement, and that in return just produced a huge cloud of dust that set off the fire alarm. So we're used to people burning their lunches. We have in our kitchen in the staff area. We're so used to that going off because it's super, 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 super hypersensitive. So even if your toast goes for a little long, the fire alarms go off. So if you watch the end of the stream, you'll actually hear me say, wait, do we know where it's coming from? Did someone burn their lunch? Oh no, then we need to get out. So yeah, we had to evacuate the building. So it wasn't anything too serious, but we did have to get people out, and getting people out sometimes could be a lot more of a chore than anything else because some don't want to leave. They're like, I'm sure it's nothing. Well, we're not going to wait to see what that is nothing. When it comes down to in regards to just fire, here I go milking it again. In regards to fires, I've come to realize that there is nothing that may not be that big of a deal. I don't think I will ever use those phrases at any time ever again that it's not that big of a deal, because it very well could be a damn big. So we got people out, and then we got the all clear. Fire department had to come in, clear, make sure everything was what we said it was, but the box was actually telling us where it was at. So once they cleared the building, we were good to go back. So by the time we came back, it was already too late for me to try to jump on another live because I had to go out to practice. So yeah. Don't remind me. I'm telling you, man. I need to catch up on that show. I went live around 3 a.m., so too early for me. No, I hear you. I'll hurry you. So happy to have everybody in here right now. Side note, you look fresh. Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate it, man. I call this just my, it's a maroon look. And I actually got a pair of Air Force Ones that matches. It was on the discount rack for like $70. But it's a white Air Force Ones with a maroon bottom to the bottom. Man, I just was too lazy to lace them up. So yeah. Is it a Disney hoodie? It is. Shout out. I think it was either Devin or it was Katie. I don't remember, but someone came through with this when we went to Disney. So it's a hooded Spirit jersey. So this is actually more my style. So I love this. I rock this. This is like probably maybe the first time, maybe second time that I've actually I use this. But yeah, it is. Um, yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, it's a hooded spirit jersey. It's a zip up. So, very cool. It's super warm too. So actually I was gonna toss on my fan because I'm a little oh well, that fan's not on because it's not plugged in. So you should talk about it as long as you want. It's a huge thank you, brother. Thank you. But I try not to milk it. I'm not gonna milk it. So again, I don't know. It's just some stuff that I've heard and whatever. And at this point, like I said, I don't even really care at this point. People are gonna think whatever they want. People will ride with you whether they want to or not. And if people will find reasons to have issues with you regardless. So I do this, like, whatever. People want to walk around acting like 11-year-olds. That is their God-given right. They could run around acting like 11-year-olds. But for the rest of us that are older, because I'm not gonna say I act like an adult, because Lord knows I act like a damn child half the time. But for those of them that really want sincere friendships and relationships, I'm here. But yeah, what's up, Jimbo? How you doing, man? Appreciate you, man. Is there any new piece from the Big Divis Show? Welcome. Yeah, if anybody's in here, man, thank God. Hey, Rika, long time no see. I hope all is well. That's why you need an Android. Dude, Louise, I had an Android for about a year. I could not get used to it. I had two phones. I had my iPhone and I had my Android. And I really did try to make that Android a favorite phone of mine. And I ended up getting another iPhone. Couldn't do it. Carly and Kiko's in house. What is up, Carly and Kiko? Again, if you guys have not started jumping on the Carly and Kiko live stream trains, especially when they do Kahoot, man. I need to get into a Kahoot game where I'm not using the same phone. Like, I want to use the computer, have it be there, and have my phone so I can answer and get in on that. So I'm telling you, I had so much fun. And the fact that even when they were toward, like, they were like question number 38 and the family went into dinner, I said, I'm gonna wait out here. I'm gonna wait out here. So I waited and leaned up against the car and finished the game outside while the family started dinner. So it was fun, man. Good times, good times. And happy 6 months, Rika. Thank you for riding with us. You are the bomb.com. Thank you so very much. So I think I'm pretty much everyone's saying kind of what up, what up. And Kobe's in the house. What is up, Kobe? Um, oh yeah, dude, that I'm telling you, man, hooded stuff, man. 13 months kicking with Parkinson, my man Kobe, man, officially with the Golden Bacon. Thank you so much for riding 13 months, my brother. Man, time flies when you got the crew, man, and when you got the coolest crew in your corner. Woo-hoo-hoo. Um, you could never be accused of milk. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. That's right. F them. That's what I said, man. Keep doing you, man. That's why we are here. Man, Corey, thank you, my brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, as I was actually, oh, Alex is in the house. What is up, dude? You know what? I'm gonna tell you. This is what's actually very funny about it. So, no, actually, I can't see it right here, right now. So, I have two iPhones. So, one of them is so funny because I get notification on one and not the other, and then sometimes I get it on one and not the other. So, I think YouTube, man. I I don't know. It's just YouTube. What's up, Alex, man? Thank you so much for popping in here, man. You should make one in Parkinson purple. I put a B in front of the front and sip along the back. Dang. You know what? You might be onto something here. I do love that purple color, man. So yeah, I want to get these fits going too. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to crank out some merch. We do have some ideas. Again, I know I've been saying that, but man, literally, I've started now legitimately. If you've seen the channel, throwing shorts on every day, not trying to miss a beat, try to get a vlog up at least once a week, consistent with my lives. So I'm trying to take more conscious stuff to throw everything up into this. Um, and then I appreciate you, fam. You did great on it. It was so much fun. We love the Sandlot. Like, I love it. Squish actually loves it too. So she was actually trying to help me out with questions. So when she figured out the questions, I had already answered. I'm like, girl, this is Kahoot. You know this. You got to be quick, home girl. You ain't got time to slag. You already know. We used to play Kahoot back in school. Well, not. And when I meant me, Kahoot wasn't around when I was in school. Kahoot was around when Squish was in school. So when I would TA in her class and they'd be playing Kahoot, man, I take out my phone, I'll be playing too. I says, well, so what? You gonna let the kids win? Hell no, I ain't gonna let the kids win. How are they even gonna learn how to be better unless they compete to the highest level. So no, no, no. I took many dubs when I played against the kids. I got no shame. And then my brother, Angel, man. Whoop whoop, 15 months ain't counting, my brother. Thank you so much. The grind. There we go. There we go. So yeah, it is getting kind of warm. I think you guys are making me kind of warm in here. But anyway, with all the love, you feel me? So as I was talking about last time, I don't want to finish out because I know I was talking about the story. So I know I had mentioned a little bit earlier on about my homies Crystal and Chris. I know they're starting off their new life, whenever it is they're doing it out in Vegas. But then I started thinking, and I know we started going through. All right, class, the top scorer goes to bacon. That's right. So I'll be like, listen, if you came in second, it just means that you beat all your classmates, and that's a great place to be. Second place, losing against me. But then when they started doing like cultural things, like about now and then, about what's happening today, oh yeah, I lost. I have no idea what the hell they're doing. But anyways, neither here or there. So we started talking about Vegas, man. I really started thinking about those Vegas journeys, like some of the stuff. And I know some of y'all have made Vegas trips, and I would be very shocked, very, very shocked if Carly and Kiko don't have some crazy Vegas stories. I'm sure since Jaycation just went with the family and knowing the kind of party animal that Aiden is, I'm sure they have some crazy Vegas stories. But you know what? I have one that sticks out in my mind. And, they always say, and I always tell y'all, man, feel free to fact check me. If y'all don't believe me, fact check me. And, it was one of these nights. And again, we haven't been to Vegas since think about 2 years now. And I know things change in Vegas. But if it is the same like Vegas, yo, there's always a Vegas story. I think that's a must. That's a must. I started off by saying a lot of the freshest story end up being, hey man, at one time in Vegas, or man, we were in Vegas, or man, that one time in Vegas. I think we all have one that starts like that. At least if you've done Vegas right, or I think Henry was the one that actually said it. He's like, or we say nothing because what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas unless you get a girl pregnant and then that comes back to Cali with you, or you catch you an STD, that shit definitely comes back with you. There's a lot of things that can come back with you. You don't have to talk about it, but it comes back with you regardless. I mean, be honest, I've known a lot of people that's come back from Vegas, like my pops. My pops went to Vegas one time. He just threw in $20 into a machine. And what kills me about it is I bypassed that damn machine. That machine was just sitting right there and I bypassed it. And my dad went right behind me, put the damn $20 in there, and won like almost $1,400 from the slot machine. One pull. Ding, 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 ding. And my dad's like this. Now, if y'all know my dad ain't that big of a smiler. Like he'll grin, he'll do a little chuckle, but he to be hearing, you see my dad, like, holy, even my sister-in-law was said, damn, I have never seen Pedro smile that crazy. I was like, yeah. Yep, AJ came back with the shake my head. I'm telling you, man. I'm shocked I ain't have more that came back, with me. I'm trying to think. No, Squish wasn't a product of Vegas, but it very well could have been. I mean, who knows, you know what? Wait, they're a little bacon to Vegas. I'm not saying yes. I'm not saying no. All I'm simply saying is that I don't know. I don't know. Is that I don't know. Well, you know what? If you in here right now, so there's a damn dude. Y'all don't judge me. I see Mike's in the house. I know Mike. He's just checking in. Uh, thank you so much for checking in here, Mike. Got a privilege to meet Mike last night as well. But I don't want to scare off my new people already. But I'm gonna go ahead and say you're getting. Otherwise, it wouldn't be the park and sip way. You know what I'm saying? Instead of this one time in Bandcamp, it's yo, it's yo, one time in Vegas, or oh Lord, it just got crazy in Vegas, or simply to the point where I don't remember. But we always had an ongoing joke anytime we would say, because everyone would be like, oh, be smart, and I know we had our adults that was there to look out for us always say, if you're gonna be dumb, at least use protection, hey man, make sure you use the birth control. And then we always said, again, we're young, dumb, and full of, well, you know how I'm going to go with that one. But we always said, yeah, you know what? The best form of birth control is giving the wrong name. Again, the most god awful advice. Don't judge me. I was just young and dumb, just young and dumb. But that was the advice that I used to give my friends, man. So little bacon in Vegas, I mean, all right, it ain't my kid. That kid belonged to Kay Sanchez. So I mean, anywho, so bypass that. So what we used to go, and this is the one thing that I can't really remember whether we had squish when Amy and I went on this trip to Vegas. I honestly I didn't ask her, probably should have, to see if we remembered. But going back into Vegas, we you would walk down the strips, and every strip had a different bar, either on the strip side, or you'd go inside the little, either inside of the casinos, or you would go to, there was one place that was right next to the think Miracle Mile shops, I think is what they called, where it was a Pink's hot dog and little bacon bits in Vegas. Well, it's been a hot minute, so they're probably full size bacon strips by now. But again, that's all purely speculation. I ain't gonna say it. Again, there's been a lot of people that you come back and you ask, hey, how was your trip to Vegas? And their responses, or because then you know that's woof, one hell of a damn trip. Oh, members, love you. Nightbot said it. I mean it too. So when we going ASAP, I think is the answer to that. ASAP. So you would go, and at Pink's, they used to say, if you buy just fries, you buy an order of French fries, they would give you shot glasses, or not shot glasses. They would give you Jello shots, a 6-pack of Jello shots. So it's like you pay $15.99 for a thing of fries this big, but ultimately you're paying $15.99 for a 6-pack of Jello shots and stuff. But then you would go, and then you would have 2 for 1s, 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 like nothing but 2 for 1s, 2 for 1s, 2 for 1s, 2 for 1s, and then you be drinking this whole thing all the whole way through. So you go all the way down. I know they had this casino that was halfway down by where the link was. Uh, no, Angel, you might just get into a physical fight this time. Remember from last? Oh Lord. Next time y'all do a live stream, we got to hear stories of this. That is the one thing I could knock on wood. I have never been in no fight in Vegas. I've been in a fight everywhere else, Frisco to Maine, all the way to Spain, Pineapple to the Big Apple, but definitely not to Vegas. But so we were going, and I remember Amy and we pulled up. My sister-in-law and brother-in-law were there too at that time, I believe. But Amy and I pulled up to Vegas. We checked in. I think we stayed at the Luxor. We had a couple tall cans, got the night started. Just started making our way down the strip. So no matter where you go, excuse me, sir, would you like a 2 for 1 coupon? I'd be like, well, hell yeah, I do. 2 for 1, go in. 2 for 1 drink. One coupon for me, one coupon for Amy, one coupon for me, one coupon for Amy. So 2 for 1s all the way down there, And then again, we go past, a lot of places, go back, another shot. Would you like a shot? Okay, cool. It's like a $2.99 shot for cheap drinks, whatever it is. So all in all, we call it a night. We're like, all right, this is it. Go back to our room. We're feeling pretty good. I just remember the next day, I wake up. I was like, dang, I had like a crazy dream. Like I had like a crazy dream. And you wake up, and it takes a while for that one eye to fully open. And when it does, and the other one kind of shuts. So it takes about at least 2-3 hours before both of those eyes fully just kind of resurrect, and you're just walking around. I was like, damn, dude. I was like, I tell Amy, I'm like, dude, I really feel that, man, I don't know, how this crazy dream. She's like, what was the dream? I was like, dude, I had a dream that we were chasing around the leprechaun. And I was like, that's just crazy. Why are you dreaming of leprechauns? I go, I don't know. But I don't know. I felt like we were chasing around leprechauns. And she's like, that's just super random. I go, I know. Well, comes to find out that one of our last destination stops on our walk down the strip that day was O'Shea's. O'Shea's, if you guys aren't familiar with, is O'Shea's Irish bar, pub, club, whatever, down. It was by the link. I don't know if it's still there, because again, it seems like Vegas changes things, like they change the draws. And I was just like, that's some craziness. Well, we come back from Vegas, my friends. We come back from Vegas, and I'm looking through my phone. All right. And I shit you not. All right. I shit you not. Here it is. My friends, we indeed were chasing leprechauns at O'Shea's. I can't even begin to tell you how much I laughed so hard when I was going through my phone finding pictures and stuff that we had. So this had to be. So we did actually. I'm looking at my shirt, and the only time I had the shirt. So this had to be my birthday weekend. I think when I turned 23, if I'm not mistaken. We went to Vegas for my 23rd birthday. So we did. No, we didn't have squish. No, I'm sorry, not 23rd. I'm take that back. 31st birthday when we went to Vegas. 31st birthday. So we did have squish. And yeah. So my dream wasn't probably not even a dream. It probably was what the hell I actually was doing. But there it is. And I'm saying, I was beginning to think you had your drink spike. Glad you have photo. Yeah. I didn't prove it till maybe days after because I think we've all gone through this. And if you haven't, dude, you found a dude from Lucky Charms. For real. For real. Ugh, I'm too old for this. I walk out of room for 30 seconds and little man spills drinks and shits his pants. Oh my God. Well, I mean, in many ways, Alex, you could tie that into Vegas because the same thing pretty much happens, you know? Your wife could leave you alone for about 30 seconds and I could very well just drink my drink or spill my drink and shit my pants. So not too much changes from Vegas. So dude, I mean, here's the thing, man. I think we all, I think we all, in some way, shape, or form, too, is like, how, you don't really know what happened. You really don't know what happened, and because of the age of camera phones, throwback, and this is why I kind of maybe it was meant to be for me not to tell a story on Tuesday, so I left it for a Throwback Thursday, because in many ways, let me see, oh, not that one. In many ways, you don't back we would party when you had just a straight flip phone. There was no video evidence of the night. However, now that there is, everybody has, a recording device, a picture device on today's generation. It's hard for anyone to get away with anything nowadays. So had I told you the story about me feeling chasing the leprechaun, you may have just thought it was bullshit, which is totally justifiable because it sounds like, why the hell would I be chasing leprechauns in your dreams? It makes no sense. See, I'm glad camera phones didn't exist when I was in my 20s. Facts. Because I think in the 20s, they were just coming, but the picture quality, you could lie. Maybe that was me. Maybe it wasn't. It could be. Maybe not, But man, and you can see the quality. Now I see because there's a picture with the damn leprechaun in Vegas. That's the thing, And I think that's in many ways it's harder now. But in regards to that, because everyone has something, I don't know how many times. Like, have you guys seen The Hangover? I think everyone, if you have not seen The Hangover, I think that is a staple. You don't need to watch 2, 3, and 4 or 3. I don't even know how much there actually are. However, I think everyone should at least watch the first one, where once they found the camera, they relived all of those things, like, watching all this stuff about what happened, where you charge your phone and all the pictures have everything. I think that was actually in part 2 when they were in Bangkok. Which, dude, and that's it. I think one of my favorites. So if my best friend Beans was in here, he would tell you that that ain't me. He's like, and then I think some of the biggest arguments I've ever had with Amy in our life, hands down, would be where Amy would be like, "Why'd you do this?" I go, "I wasn't me." She goes, "I made contact while you were doing it." Wasn't me. And like, I will take that to my grave, knowing damn well it was me. I'll still say it wasn't me. It wasn't me. I would say it wasn't me. So either ways, I think that's why I lied. Probably took me a while for me to check my phone just to say, let me post something up. And then I'm like, okay, open up. There goes the one eye again. Okay, we're clear. So then I'm looking through it and I'm like, all right, cool. the hell is this? And I clearly remember where I just started laughing. And it wasn't just like a laugh, like ha ha, ha. Like I'm convulsing laughing. Like I don't think you guys have seen, but if you ever seen Squish and you get Squish to laugh, she like convulses. She goes, and once I saw that picture, I honestly could not stop laughing. On God, could not stop laughing. And I'm like, dude, okay, so I don't know whether or not that was a dream or if I blacked out at some point during the night and my blackout was thinking it was a dream, but I actually was chasing a leprechaun. All I'm saying, there's a lot of stuff that happened. That's when I used to drink. Thank God I don't drink anymore. And nobody say nothing. I've got photos from a beach festival I went to way back in the day. It's very odd. Thankfully, I more or less remember most of that weekend, although it was blurry in places, just like the photos. Well, dude, I think even then, before the age of camera phones, before the age of all that stuff, everyone had disposable cameras. And I think the more lit you got, the more, come on, take pictures of this. Come on. And then just snap, 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 snap. And it's like, then you see like, you take the pictures, you go get them developed, and then you see half a face this way, the other one's this way. It's all blurry, it's out of focus. All good times, man. And I honestly miss those photos that I used to have, photo albums, because I had photo albums for days that I used to have all of these that were encapsulated in here, all the stuff, all the madness, all that craziness that we used to do. And oh my God, dude. So you know what? I'm curious to make another trip out to Vegas. I want to see what it has in store for us again when we go. It's just one of those things that I'm like, Squish hates Vegas. Like maybe when she turns 21, she'll get a new lease on life in Vegas. Oh, what the heck? It's all right, D. I understand. If you don't like me, I understand. But see, part of me thinks that you're mad at me because I'm not fighting with you. So, in case you guys don't know, I agreed not to fight with D for 1 month. I got 28 days remaining off this, but I deep down think she knows that I'm not going to fight with her. That's why she didn't want to come in on time. She's trying to minimize the time of me being nice to her because she just wants me to be. So, if at any point you want to null and void this whole agreement, I am so set to fight. I got all the stuff just backed up that I want to say. But if not, I'll continue playing me cousin Z, cousin Lee, and cousin T. So I'm so down for that. That was a beach festival where a pirate ship pulled up by the shore. What? See, you're okay. I'm talking about chasing leprechauns, and you're talking about a festival where a pirate ship showed up. That is dang. That's insane. Wait, I was there. That wasn't you, bro. And she's just gonna let it all just accumulate. But man, it's gonna come like I'm gonna come in like Miley Cyrus after this month. I came in like a wrecking ball. You don't come in like a wrecking ball. Oh yeah, I'm coming in, man. I've got photos of it too. What you gotta get these photos shared, man. I come on, share these photos. The world needs to see it. It was her computer. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So D got so upset again. She's not gonna be the one to tell you guys, but our Jurassic Chaos had a little bit of a struggle last night during their live stream. Um, my friend D, my sweet friend D, is so upset that I'm not making fun of her that she took her computer and threw it against the wall and broke it. And honestly, that's what I remember from that. So she's gonna try to deny that's not what happened, but come on, that's what happened. But yeah, that's so hey, it's crazy. And I really started thinking, what's up, Slim? How you doing, man? How you doing, my brother? We were just talking about leprechauns. Yep. But we also had we spent my 21st here. Spent my 21st there. Amy spent her 21st there. We're a year apart. And just some of the clubs, and we found clubs back then. Clubbing has never been my thing. I don't own dress clothes. I don't own dress shoes. I pretty much love to go with places the way I'm dressed. Maybe a nice dress shirt every now and then, depending on the situation, a wedding, something like that. But we always found clubs that we could get into, that places that we felt comfortable to. And we went to one, and again, I don't know if Crystal and Chris ever went to this, or because I know there's a little bit of an age gap. Your boy's 41, so I know I got a little head start opposed to some of y'all. Um, and there was a club called the Beach, and the Beach sounded exactly like it was, did exactly what it sounded like. It was a inside club that had sand on the floor, palm trees in the rafters. It was hula dancers, people dressed in bikinis. Like, it was not everyone dressed in bikinis, I shouldn't say it like that, but some of their workers were, it was like we were at the beach. It sounded exactly like the damn name said, it was the beach. So it was so much fun. They encourage you to go in flip-flops, although no, this was in Vegas. Dad, this was in Vegas. And God, don't I wish this was at City Walk. City Walk needs to do something right now, because that thing, yeah, oh my God. Yeah, Diablo's Cantina. We were there opening weekend when it was at Monte Carlo. But the Beach, I just remember we went in, we're having a good time. And then yeah, Bacon had Speedos on. Yeah, and then the next day they closed down for health violations. What's up, Jay? I'm just so proud to be here, and I am so proud to have you here, my brother. Thank you so very much. Um, Beach, got it. Yeah, so they end up closing. They closed, man, and I think Amy and I were so emo about it. That used to serve tea and toast at 3 a.m. That's what's up. And like, it was cool. But then I remember, again, this was when I used to drink, back then, because I'm reformed now. But the lady was like, "Oh, I'm gonna give you some drinks." He goes, "Here, pour the shot, pour the shot, pour it in his mouth till he chokes." I was like, "Oh, girl, you have no idea who you're dealing with." So she took the nozzle, poured it down, and I just sat there like, "God, God, 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 God." She's like, "All right, that's enough." So yeah. What's good in the hood, Hennessy? What is up, my brother? Good to see you, man. Thank you so much for being in here. Thank you for stopping by, brother. Always good to see you. Thank you. Damn it, I know we were so emo about that. The waterfalls, man. They could have done a waterfall. They could have done a tsunami. They could have did whatever they wanted in my mouth, and I drank that whole damn thing. And my man, I believe, has gotten his golden bacon, if I am not mistaken. Daniel Delgado, happy 1 year to me, my friend, my brother. Thank you so very much for all the love and support you have shown, not only me, the channel, my friends, my family. Thank you, brother. You is a real one, man. Happy 1 year membership to you, brother. Thank you. Thank you again, man. You just are part of this crew, man. You are family, brother. So thank you so very much, man. Believe it or not, it's pouring down rain and the sun is shining. I'm not even shocked. Oh, what the heck? I got balloons in this house. Let's do that. Cool, man. Congratulations. I don't even know how that balloons popped up, but yeah, I know it's something with your hands, but who knows, man. I know you do thumbs up and it's supposed to give you thumbs up, but it doesn't recognize my, whatever. Oh, and then that, man, Chilo's multitasking. Good for you, man. But no, I'm not even shocked, man, because we've had instances like that too. But then I like rainbows too. So when we see the rainbows, I'll follow that, um, it makes me happy when I see them rainbows. And then, yeah, so we'd go to clubs like that, and I know Jimbo talked about the Diablo's Cantina. We were there opening weekend. I may have already talked about this on the live stream. Long story short with that one, it's we went opening weekend. We drank a whole lot. My family showed up. We drank a whole lot. And then, to give a Cliff Note version of it, we got back to our room. My cousin lost her phone. She lost one shoe. And she came back crawling to the room with security behind her. So that's gonna be a story that's gonna be for members only if we did not do it, because I don't want to scare everybody with the details and logistics of how all of that went down. But it went down, I'm telling you. But a lot of things, like, trips like this, You know, and I always tell Squish whenever we're out anywhere, I was like, listen, you know, having the phone, we get to document all the stuff. We get to do this. Oh, I got one of these too. You do, my brother. You do, man. My brother Henry has been a member for 15 months riding with the crew. My Tibble twin brother, man. Thank you so much, man. Again, another man, you know, he knows it. He's family, you know. But I remember that story. Yeah, that story was insane. And actually, I don't even know did Amy help tell that story? Because if not, I gotta get Amy in on one of these. That's not the future plans that we have, just to have her jump on the live and just talk about it. And we're well, I don't know. Maybe we are hopefully I haven't pitched it to her yet because I think Squish is gonna have some of her friends over tomorrow, and I'm not trying to be in a house full of 11-year-old girls. Actually, it's not even talking about boys and nothing. I'm telling you the thing, man, how things has changed. Yeah, how yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh my god. Hey, be nice to me too. Mm-mm. I can't be nice to you and be nice to D. It just doesn't work that way. So if D would like to relinquish the niceness that I'm giving to her, I could consider passing it on to you, and then I go back being mean to D. Oh yeah. Okay, so yeah, we did, and it was insane. But yeah, that's I'm telling you, man. So I listen to these girls talk. Listen to these girls talk nowadays. In Montebello. Um, well, listen to the girls talk now. It's like, hey, bruh, nah, bruh, seriously, bruh, oh, bruh, come on, bruh, oh, bruh, come on, bruh, hey, bruh, what's up, bruh? Oh, no, bruh, can you believe she said that, bruh? Come on, man, did you, bruh? Come on. I'm like, holy What's up, man? What's up, Park and Sip Chat? What is up, fam G? What is good with you, man? Mm, I wasn't expecting D to relinquish it that easy. Bet. Oh, yeah, bet. On God. For real, bro. Low key, tough. Man, that's tough. Oh, my God. Bet. Oh, this. Yeah. Oh, my God. Did you see it? That's tough. Did you see what he did? I'm like, ugh. And that's the thing. I say bro a lot, but I say bro. The only time I said bro is in a state of distress. Like, take for instance, I'm getting ready to go home for the day, and then my cousin walks in and says, hey, dude, I need you to get this done real quick. Bruh. But they're like, nah, bruh, hey, bruh, bruh, hey, bruh. I'm telling you, dude, can you make a soundtrack to this, bro? Like, could we get all of these words if I do just vocals to them? Can you just mix this up into something nice, man? Like, on God, God, bet, 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 oh my god. At least get some type of use of this overused damn phrases, that's going on there. Little auto tune. 808. Yeah, let's get this going, There's the same with the God. Telling you, man, we going to the top with this one, brother. We going to the top. So, anyways, if anything, I think we could trust them to be at home without them burning down the house. Just a whole lot of bras and on bets and gods going on. So if Amy and I could get out to the San Fernando tomorrow, which is just a little 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 not club, little bar down the street. I'm down to do a little vertical with Amy. Let her tell her stories, tell her some of her favorite Vegas stories. We gotta add bacon in those words. That's right. Dude, I mean, dirt bike. Wait, I thought I was watching DJ Ansi for a minute there. Nice beatboxing. See, I learned from my friends, man. I'm sure DJ NC right now is super swamped at work, but I throw that dedication up to my homie DJ NC right there. Dude, sounded like the Mario song when they have the star. Yeah, they should just see. So if Doom and I come up with something snazzy, that we just hit up Universal and just be like, you know what? use this instead. You go, oh yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah, dude. I'm just seeing, man. I'm just seeing. We're financially set now, dude. I'm telling you. It's funny, Chilo. You got a whole lot more bottles to go. Oh man, I thought Jimbo was gonna get de-killed last night, man. But Baking at the Bars, I'll produce a track and we'll mix it live. Oh my god. Financial stability is what I call it. Dude, you know what? Man, I'm telling you, man. Only on these live streams could Vegas start just talking to, straight stupidity. And I love you guys, man. Bacon, can I get copyrights played at Jam on My Lives? Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. We'll make you a producer of it as well, and you're on it. But yeah, you know what? I think when you go to trips, it's just Vegas has got one of those ones that it's just, again, I don't necessarily know how it is now. And it seems like every single I foresee a Christmas numero uno to the top. I need to be ready to buy the album right. I'm ready to buy the album right now. You see this? So when it comes out, and then it becomes a number one, top seller on the billboards, all of y'all, all 16 or 15 of 12, however many of y'all is in here could say I was there. So all y'all will get producer rights, all of y'all, because you were there when it went down. And then everybody else will be like, well, oh my God, why didn't? Because you weren't in the Lunchtime Retro Throwback Thursday. I was walking up the nice last night with oh yeah, I'm telling you, they were about to go T-Rex and eat your ass last night, bro. I'm telling you. But you know what? I'm willing to do that for you guys, for sure. Give me 1 second, guys.
So our presenter isn't here yet, so I don't know whether we're going to need the laptop or not.
Oh,
but we can plug it in if it's not
it's not charged. So okay,
yeah, so I absolutely do not remember last time whether he had an Apple, but in the next 5 minutes he should come. But I just wanted to make sure that it was it and the attachment.
Okay, let me.
I don't know why I just keep assuming it's okay for Thursdays and forgetting to tell you ahead of time.
Okay, all right, let me get that.
Now, hopefully he doesn't need it.
Yeah,
okay.
But I'll get it charged right now. All right, guys. Sorry about that. Man, you know what? Honestly, guys, going forward now, I think right at the beginning of the live, we're just gonna continue. We're gonna consider DJ NC Beetlejuice. So I will say the name one time. Doom, you say it another time, and then Henry, you say it another time. Because this is now the second time that I mentioned DJ NC with 2 or 3 people following, and she popped up. I love this. It's like she's in our head. God, we literally, if you scroll back, I don't even think not even 5 minutes ago, we were just talking about you. I'm out of my damn throat from, creating some budget mix. But oh my goodness, that is so funny. Yeah, we were talking about I'm gonna create this. Do some vocals. Doom is gonna lay a track to it, and then you're gonna mix it all up. That's it. Spider Senses said check in. Thank you, Spidey Senses. Appreciate that. Hortensia's ears was like this. The heck? What is that? What is that? What is that? And then checked in, and boom, there goes Bacon his stupidity. But yeah, they just, as you guys heard, I need to get this stuff. I don't know if they're gonna need me to check in real quick. But anyways, yeah, I was actually gonna get ready because we have to get over to. I have to wrap a little bit earlier today because I need to get over to the school. Today. Oh, it's all good, man. Hey, no doubt, man. Thank you so much, brother, for jumping on in, and thank you everybody else for jumping in as well. But yeah, we do have today's Squish's last. Well, maybe I won't say that, but oh my goodness, thank you so much for giving 1 membership. Brother, thank you so very much, man. I don't know who received that and work interview again. Yup. Telling you, dude. I don't know who received that and who got that. Let me see. 94 received the gifted membership from Regari 21. So I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And for all my stealth watchers that's out there, I thank you guys so very much, my brother. Thank you so much for always showing love, man, for always helping support this channel, my brother. Have a good call, man, and then we'll talk in a little bit as well. But yeah, I'm gonna about to hop off myself right now. I have to make sure that I don't need to get into this thing that they're having over there because that's the best way I know how to describe it. But fingers. Oh,
We're fine.
you're good.
But
Okay.
I might need the dongle
Okay.
because if he has to use his flash drive, but
Okay.
he's connected.
Okay. Cool deal. No worries. Oh, what the? Thank DJ NC. Thank you so much. What's a throwback topic? So the throw. Well, I got a little bit more time now that um that I don't think I need to jump in, but again, never say never. I'm here at work. We're talking about we were talking about Vegas, throwback Vegas, and how Vegas. So DJ Nancy, have you ever been to Vegas, and do you have any crazy Vegas stories? And I will put this in the throwback topic because here again, I'm going to give you the Cliff Note version. Appreciate so much. Thank you so much for supporting us, DJ NC. You're the best, man. And I'm counting down the days for our foodie adventure to begin when you come down here. So I'm excited. Amy's excited. Squish lives on a whole other planet, so who knows what the hell she's feeling. Freaking teenager. But yeah, so we were talking about, to sum up the previous story again, what ended up happening, go all good. Tell her I say hello. Um, we went to Vegas. We were doing a lot of 2-for-1 drinking when we were out there. So everywhere we stopped, we got a 2-for-1 drink, 2-for-1 drink, 2-for-1 drink. And then we ended up going to back to the hotel from what I thought. And then I told Amy, I was like, ooh, I don't know why I had this weird dream of me chasing a leprechaun. And again, why? Like what the heck? That's a random ass dream. But then when I looked in my phone like a week after I got back from Vegas, lo and behold, I find this picture. Get on. So apparently, my Vegas adventure did in fact lead us to chasing a leprechaun. And I don't know if I chased him, to be honest with you. I can't begin to tell you whether or not, you know what, I just took a picture with the dude dressed like a leprechaun in front of O'Shea's, or if I legitimately chased him around, or I took a picture with him and I just dreamed of him that I was chasing him around. Or it very well could be where I was, you know, I don't know, trying to find the Lucky Charms. Who knows, man? I honestly don't even know. But what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. I'm telling you. Oh man, but yeah, maybe we do a Vegas trip. Maybe we do an adults only Vegas trip and see where the world takes us. My bad. I felt like going to the club, so I ran to Sam's, got some paper. Man, you party hard, bro. Please tell me you partied excessively hard and you got eggs too. That's what I'm saying, man. And we're in a generation when we went to those clubs, man. It was the damn Jersey Shore generation where you beat the beat. What do you call it? Is it beat the beat? Where fist pumping and I see. I don't know. In my Louise, so in my dream, I was just chasing him for no damn reason. So I don't know how this picture came to be. I don't know if I chased him down for it. I don't know if I just saw him. I said, "Hey, can we take a picture?" But I have a freaking goofy ass look on my face, which leads me to think, because me knowing me, who I am and what I do, there's a good chance I probably did some hustling to go get this picture. And Amy has just as big of a goofy ass smile too, so she probably condoned it. So I don't know how this picture came to be. I wish I had some substance to give as to how this came to be. All I know is that you're 100% right. He looks happy in his photo, so I reckon you chase him afterwards, which is all fair assumptions. Yup. Bro, my first Vegas trip was amazing. I can imagine going with some adults. It would be incredible. I'm down to set this up, friends. I'm down. Because mind you, we have kids. We have kids. So I'm not gonna do anything that's gonna get me arrested. Not anymore. That was probably my early 20s that I wouldn't mind doing something along those realms. So honestly, I just think to have a good night, to go out, to just go venture out to town. And if you want to see how we actually do things, which is kind of one of the funnest things we did, I do have a Vegas live stream where I think it was 6 hours. It was a 6 hour stream. So you could check it out and see what we actually did around there. And it was a lot of fun. Like it was so much fun. We stopped, we drank, we saw some stuff, did some things, did a giveaway, I believe, lots of stuff. So dude, you look 6'8" in this picture. The one time in my life I could say I was the tallest person there. And I will hold on to this memory forever if I could remember it, I think. What year was this? So let's see. It was, let's see, if it was my 31st birthday, 2000, 2015. I think this might have been 2015. Let me see. Uh, for my 31. Yeah, 2015. I think is when this was. Yeah, before kids was wild and free. Now having it's like can't afford to run and jump in. Yeah, that's it's a lot, you know. And again, it's I hate to say it, it's just that all of Vegas, for the most part, if you're on the strip, has just been overtaken by the smell of weed. So Squish is not a fan of it. So Vegas is never really priority for her to want to go. So I think if we were just to say, hey, we should just jump in a Highlander, let's make a quick trip, couple days. She'd be like, bye, have fun, have a great time. So, what's up, Turtle? How you doing, man? Hope all is well with you, brother. Isn't it like two lives or the same one were part of it? And then I think so. It was one live, I believe. Jimbo had to fly back. I think it was I stayed live. So he left while I was live, arrived back home when I was still live. So all within the 6 hours. Um, can't see any video evidence on your channel. Not of the leprechaun, but it's live, it's somewhere, and I think I did a vlog as well too. So I remember some dude made a free drink for us, and I think it was bomb. I think it's on the vlog itself. And even with Carl and Kiko, I think I included, an ode to them because one of the place had one of the squeaky chickens. So I was like, hey, Carl and Kiko, sweet. Um Obi got a stripper booty in his face walking down the strip last time. What was his reaction to that one? Oh my god, dude. So they want that ends. They want that. That's very true. So the fact that I'm telling you that I was able to stop one, take a picture of one, just goes to show you how magical I actually am. So you're saying we need to plan a Vegas trip. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I say we need to go to Vegas, is what I'm saying. Let's do that. But oh my god, you guys got to tell me the story when we see all about Obi and the stripper booty. Because anytime you say stripper booty plus add anything, good times, man. Good times. His his tiny eyes opened so wide, it was confused, like all right, my friends. Well, with that being said, I am gonna get up out of here right now. I'm gonna start wrapping up some stuff so I could get ready to head out to practice in a little bit. But I thank you guys so much for being with us. Hopefully I could do something before now on our next live stream for Talk Back Tuesday. Let's see here. My kids love Vegas too. If I went, I'd have to keep it on where'd you go? Oh, nothing. I just had a work conference in North Dakota. But yeah, my friends, but thank you guys so much for always being with us again. Thank you, DJ NC, for blessing us. Thank you so much, Henry, for blessing all my members that have been writing. A lot of you guys are now over that 1 year mark, got the golden bacon. So I haven't forgotten, guys. I got something special lined up for y'all. I just need to get the time to actually do it. But again, thank you guys so very much for being here with you guys. As you guys already know, my friends, and behalf of my little leprechaun friend over here, we are as tight as this, my friends. Like, we ain't gonna break this bond, guys, because you guys are the real ones, man. A lot of y'all, the A1s from day ones. And again, it's always all love, man. You guys, please don't do anything I wouldn't do twice. You guys, please be safe out there, and we will talk very, very soon. My friends, I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye, everybody. Be safe.